The Wizard and the Lost Patents of the Hidden Age. Clocks without winding, resonant machines, atmospheric power, and the strange silence around forgotten inventions. God bless. The Wizard sat once again upon his front porch. Evening shadows stretched across the yard while cats drifted through the grass, conducting whatever classified operations cats normally conduct after sunset. A warm breeze moved softly through the trees. On the small table beside the Wizard sat the mariner's compass, old binoculars, a notebook filled with sketches, and several pages of strange patent diagrams downloaded from forgotten archives. Tonight's rabbit hole involved the lost inventions of the early industrial age. And the deeper the Wizard listened, the stranger the story became. The patent archives. The video described remarkable patents from the late 1700s and early 1800s. Not fantasy novels. Not myths. Official patent records. Machines that supposedly amplified faint light, detected subtle gravitational variations, measured human energetic conditions, improved hydraulic efficiency, transmitted resonance through atmosphere, harvested natural energy gradients, or operated with extraordinary efficiency. Difficult to explain fully today. The Wizard leaned back thoughtfully. Because whether all the claims were true or exaggerated, something fascinating clearly existed in those old archives. The missing context problem. The Wizard reflected carefully. Modern people often assume technological history developed in a perfectly linear fashion, primitive then better then modern then advanced, but reality appeared messier. Throughout history, many discoveries had emerged, disappeared, re-emerged, been forgotten, misunderstood, commercialized, regulated, or buried beneath newer systems. Sometimes technologies vanish not because they failed, but because economics changed, infrastructure shifted, materials became scarce, industries resisted them, or the inventors themselves disappeared. The resonance devices. The Wizard became especially intrigued by the resonance patents. Machines allegedly using harmonics, vibration, atmospheric coupling, acoustic transfer, electromagnetic resonance. The Wizard laughed softly. Well now, that sounds suspiciously close to half the things we've been discussing around thermal chimneys, Tesla systems, and Tartarian legends. Of course, the Wizard remained cautious. He understood. Many online videos exaggerate historical claims dramatically. Still, buried inside exaggerations sometimes lives a seed of truth. The inventors. The Wizard imagined the inventors themselves. Lonely workshops. Hand-drawn diagrams. Strange prototypes humming late at night beneath oil lamps. Men and women trying to understand forces nature clearly possessed, but science had not yet fully categorized. Some inventors likely made genuine breakthroughs. Others probably misunderstood their own effects. And some perhaps simply became victims of poor funding, industrial competition, ridicule, legal disputes, or history's tendency to forget difficult people. The suppression theory now came the dangerous territory. The Wizard had seen many people leap immediately toward a giant conspiracy hid everything, but reality, he suspected, was often more complicated. Sometimes suppression occurs intentionally. Other times, bureaucracies resist change naturally. Corporations protect existing investments, militaries classify useful discoveries, universities defend accepted models, and society simply ignores ideas that arrive before their time. No massive secret empire required. Human institutions already possess inertia naturally. The Tartarian echo still. The Wizard could not entirely ignore the echoes between old architectural mysteries, passive energy systems, atmospheric collection theories, underground cooling, resonance chambers, and forgotten engineering approaches perhaps earlier civilizations understood. Materials, acoustics, thermal mass, harmonics, geometry, and environmental design better than modern people assumed. Not magical. Not supernatural. Simply, different engineering priorities. The medical devices. One section of the video fascinated the Wizard deeply. devices claiming to detect energetic imbalances within the human body. The wizard immediately thought of pulse diagnostics, biofeedback resonance therapy, EEG systems, heart variability, sound therapies, light therapies, and emerging AI-assisted diagnostics. Perhaps older inventors had observed subtle biological effects without possessing modern terminology. Sometimes practical observations arrive before theoretical explanation. The dangerous edge. The wizard understood something important, though. History also contains frauds, exaggerated claims, perpetual motion scams, miracle cures, and charismatic inventors who honestly believed things that later proved incorrect. Curiosity required balance. The wizard wrote carefully. Wonder without skepticism becomes delusion. Skepticism without wonder becomes blindness. The lighthouse theory. The video referenced lighthouses, cathedrals, and spires. The wizard smiled. Humanity has always built structures reaching upward. Towers, domes, pyramids, observatories, temples, antenna systems, some purely symbolic, some practical, some both simultaneously. The wizard suspected ancient builders often integrated environmental physics, airflow, acoustics, light behavior, and resonance far more elegantly than modern industrial systems. The modern shift. Ironically, many concepts once abandoned now reappeared. Passive cooling, geothermal stabilization, thermal chimneys, natural ventilation, harmonic materials, decentralized energy, modular resilient construction. The future increasingly resembled a fusion of advanced technology with forgotten simplicity. The porch reflection. The wizard gazed outward into the darkening evening. The cats had now entered what appeared to be diplomatic negotiations, tactical stalking exercises, or interdimensional espionage. Hard to say. The old compass still pointed south. The stars emerged quietly overhead. Humanity continued arguing online about politics, empires, hidden technologies, and timelines, while somewhere in dusty archives, forgotten patents waited patiently for curious minds to rediscover them. Final entry. The wizard opened the notebook one final time and wrote, ****. Perhaps history is not a straight line of progress, but a great spiral of remembering and forgetting. ****. Then added, ****. Some inventions vanish because they fail. Others vanish because civilization changes direction. ****. And finally, ****. The real task is not blindly believing every lost technology story, but remaining curious enough to investigate what humanity may have overlooked. ****. The porch remained quiet. The night deepened. And somewhere beyond the textbooks, old ideas waited for new generations to ask better questions. God bless. Global Robotics Corporation. Robert Colee.